Gotcha. April Fools, everybody. We didn't put a podcast out.
Sorry about it.
I don't know if that's how April Fools works, but we didn't do it.
We got them, babe. For those only listening, we just high-fived. And those watching, it's a different environment.
And if you're in another country, couple
of issues.
Sorry, I had trouble translating.
Yeah, I also was like, okay, don't do anything offensive. So I just
made up a language.
It took a minute to make up something. Well, if you're watching, things are a little bit different here, huh?
A little bit.
Maybe that's why we deleted it. We built this.
Yeah, we built this all day yesterday. No, we a little glimpse into our apartment, I guess. It's kind of cool.
We're getting further. Every couple of weeks, we show you a new room.
We're in a bathroom.
Yeah.
It's just like echoing the whole time. Yeah, we moved it to the living room, which I like, but it's a lot to set up, and Bruce has to set up most of it because it's all his equipment, and I don't know shit. Sorry, Bruce.
It's okay. You know,
How
it's a learning experience.
Yeah. How do you feel about doing the podcast out here?
I love having a table.
Me too. It feels better.
Very nice.
Like, it feels better. I like that we're not sitting next to each other because, like, I don't want to sit next to you. No, but you know what I mean?
We're sitting
like,
right next to each other.
But it's different because we're, like, angled towards each other.
True.
When we're sitting, it's, like, too much looking over.
Again, we are also sitting.
I know, but we're across. We're not next to each other.
Yeah. Well, we are, technically.
Okay. I can't win here, so I'm going to go. You carry on the podcast.
My name is Bruce.
Do the ads.
I'm single. This is Carl Contro.
I'm taken now. I just got taken 2 seconds after we woke up.
I will come and I will find you. I will come?
I will come and I will find you. That's getting a little creepy.
Taken virginity.
Oh my
God.
God.
The porn version. You know, they always had those like...
Oh, they have a porn.
They had those like, yeah, they had all those porns that like they would take names of like movies. And then they would like...
Yeah. I have a really raunchy one that I think I thought of.
You thought of?
I think I thought of it. I said it one time and I was in like high school and everyone was like, oh my God, Carly.
Oh God, what was it?
Mom and Dad, please turn it off. Bruce's parents, please turn it off. I'm serious. Turn it off. Did you turn it off yet? Okay.
My mom's going, no, not yet, Carl.
Actually, I can't even say it, I don't think.
What do I say?
I think it could be taken really bad this time.
Okay, then let's... Can you like whisper it to me? Or you know what? Here. Do me a favor. Just type it. What? Do you have docs on here or something?
You're going to die laughing. I literally can't say it on the podcast, and I'm so sorry to everybody.
Well, why did you even bring it up then?
Because I forgot what it was, and I just... Wait.
Oh, that's actually a thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to say it.
I'll just say Call of Booty.
Yeah, Call of Booty.
Call of Booty. It's not that crazy.
That's not crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other thing was, it was a thing.
Yeah, the other one's kind of a little iffy.
You're
just in my emails. Bruce pulled up my emails because he had nothing else he thought of for me to type anything. And it was like a business email. So he joked
Hold on,
that
I want to find out what you're getting for these brand deals.
So he was joking that I sent it back.
What?
I sent that back to the brand. They're like, never mind.
This rate's all right. Call of Booty. That was a weird reply from Carl.
From Carl.
I'm saying, I say Carl so much that it's like actually like.
I know. I was joking because I was on the phone with Zane earlier and he was saying that like him and Todd were taking Scott out and I was like, I dress up as a boy so I can go. Like, hey, Carl's here.
Happy birthday, Scott.
Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday to everybody in our friend group because it's everyone's birthday.
It was just Liza's birthday. Transition.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was like, because last week, right after the podcast, we went to Heath's, and I was like, was that his birthday? But no, it was just his, like, housewarming thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah,
we'll start there, then.
Yeah, that feels like 9 weeks ago. I can't believe we haven't done a podcast. It was
actually 9.5 weeks ago.
Oh,
Isn't
it
that
was.
Crazy? So,
sorry, guys. We haven't been posting anything.
After the podcast, we went to Heath's. He was having a little housewarming party. Having a good fun old time.
Yeah, just drinking. Well, you weren't drinking, which makes the story funnier, probably.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I wasn't.
Yeah, no, you were completely sober.
I was sober, and I decided to join some boys.
Okay.
In some fun. And so I'm at the neighbor's house. chained up. Carly can't find me. No, what happened was,
forget about him. I got home.
That's why the podcast was delayed. The police were finding me.
And now I'm here immediately doing the podcast.
Because my room is triggering me. Because it looks just like the guy's house. People are like, get it with the goddamn story. So we go to Heath's, and then outside, our buddy Elton and Miles' brother Jake are playing this Frisbee game, and there's like these like poles, and then on top of the poles are water bottles. And you hit the Frisbee, and if the water bottle falls off and hits the ground, you get a point, but the other person can still catch it. I don't know.
It's a confusing-ass game.
It's a confusing-ass game,
right?
But it seems really fun. And I was like, yeah, I want to join in on this shit. So Jake's like, celeb shot. So he hands me the Frisbee, and I was like, cool, sick, let's do this. So I go to throw it at Elton's pole, and I went confident. So I like wind up, like throw it as hard as I can, and that thing darts right. And thank God Heath had like this random pillar, because this girl was just sitting there with her back to me. I was going to just rock her head.
I'm pissed.
The back of your head is ridiculous.
I'm going to kill it.
Yeah. I'm going to fuck that shit up. So it hits the pole, and I was like, fuck this, guys. I'm not playing. So I'm walking backwards, and I'm like, oh, I almost hit this girl in the back of the head. My foot falls, and I think I'm dying.
You're like, where am I going?
So
why is there a hole?
He has a pool, and like 2 feet back from the pool is like the little skimmer thing where you like stuff goes.
It's like a mini pool.
It's like a mini pool, but like only a frog can fit.
And your foot, apparently.
Yeah.
And your entire leg.
You lift the lid, and you get all like the shit out. Well, I guess Jake didn't tell me that he broke it earlier, so there was no lid. So when I was walking backwards, like my foot fell in like 1.5 feet, and I turned real quick because I didn't know what was going on, and I just scraped my shin, and got a pretty. I can't show you guys because we'll get demonetized, but I got like 6 staples.
No, you didn't. It's completely scabbed.
I didn't, but it hurt really bad. But I picked the scab yesterday, and that felt phenomenal.
Oh my God. That's like, how do you pick a scab? That's like saw. That's like cut off your foot.
Is that how you met me? You were like, I just picked a random scab, and it's just
from Tinder.
It was fine.
I picked a random scab off the app.
Looking for a scab to pick.
That's definitely a misconnection.
That's true.
Looking for some scabs to pick. Oh, that's totally a fetish. That's so disgusting.
Disgust.
Well, so are a lot of fetishes. In my opinion. But yeah, you were like bruised, bleeding, bruised. You got tore up. That thing tore your leg up. I want to say ass. Yeah.
Your ass leg up.
Tore your ass leg up.
Somebody said the other day. I forget who I was with.
Sorry, and so his foot went into it, so your sock and shoe were just soaked and freezing the whole night.
Yeah, I've been getting wet recently, dog.
Yeah.
I got, we were driving today, we were leaving somewhere, and I forgot I put an open bottle of water on
no lid.
I sound so dumb. I put it on like the middle thing so our coffees could sit in the coffee holders, or the cup holders. Dude, I swear we're drunk. So as I turned right, that thing just poured on me.
I know. I immediately felt like I did it. I don't know why. I was like, oh my God, sorry. And I was like,
you were like, oh my God. You just kept pouring all over my shirt.
Yeah.
What did we do after that?
Well, we went home and I think I cried. No, I didn't cry. I don't know.
But you know what would have been way better? That we wouldn't have spilled the gosh darn water.
I think I know where you're going. I think I know exactly where you're going.
These cups, guys. I know we haven't talked about them yet.
And if you're not watching, we are holding some amazing looking, elegant cups, mugs.
I bet you're thinking, that sounds like Brewmate. Guess what it is?
It is Brewmate. Brewmate. The mission of Brewmate is to create the perfect drinking experience by ensuring every sip of your favorite adult beverage is just as refreshing as the first, no matter where life takes you. True, it is a very refreshing experience the entire time. Their diverse product lines ensure a perfect match for everyone, from insulated coolers for slim and craft cans, unbreakable nosing glasses, and insulated canteens that keep a full bottle of wine at the perfect temperature for over 24 hours. So if you're having a rough week, You can sip on that wine for a full day straight, and it's going to be at the perfect temperature.
If you're waiting for a couple of issues to post that podcast, sip on this bad boy.
And we don't post it for a day?
24 hours. Also, I will say, I have water in here.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yep, it's at the perfect temperature, right? It's fashion combined with function. No more boring drinkware. Aren't they? Okay, this looks like I don't know if you can see it with the light, but it is a aesthetic AF cup. Like, it looks like Liza's old Instagram theme.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It really does.
It does, yeah. Unlike other brands that only cater to the outdoorsman or outdoor fanatic, BrewMate has a stylish solution for everyone. Over 30 color options to choose from, including matte, glossy, and glitter finishes to match your drink of choice, style, and personality. Their BevGuard technology ensures that there is never a metallic aftertaste, which is so I used to use this other mug thing for coffee in the morning and stuff, and occasionally I would put water in it. The last sip always, this is like very triggering to me, but it always tasted like straight up metal.
Metallic.
That's the worst thing. So
Metallica.
Metallica. Thank you, BrewMate, for not doing that.
Yeah.
No more. Oh,
dude, BrewMate hooked it up. We gotta say that. Put some wine in here. Come on.
Good for 24 hours.
Chill that.
Or, a ton of cold brew.
Seriously, I actually might do that.
Literally Bruce drinking cold brew all day.
You bring wine, I bring the cold brew.
Our relationship in a nutshell. Works with hot or cold beverages, which is a huge thing. Great for keeping alcohol cold, but amazing at keeping things warm as well. So you can use it for coffee or tea in the mornings and end the night with a nice cold one. Right now, BrewMate is giving our listeners a special discount of 15% off your first order when you go to www.brewmate.com and use our code ISSUES. That's 15% off when you use our code ISSUES at brewmate.com. Don't let summer heat ruin your drink. Go to brewmate.com and beat the heat this summer. Get 15% off your first order by using our code ISSUES at brewmate.com. That's BRUMATE.com. Code ISSUES. Thank you, BrewMate.
I do love that it's brew, like Bruce.
So narcissistic.
With the umlaut above it.
The umlaut.
Shout out BrewMate, man.
Yeah. They're sick. They're so cute.
BrewMate was my roommate.
It's not even the ad anymore. We're just like still going about it. We just really love them.
Dude, they hooked it up for real.
Yeah.
So you guys I highly recommend it. So cold, no metal.
You're welcome, listeners.
Do you guys hear that? Refreshing.
I feel like that's disgusting.
I'm literally going to use this every episode.
I think I will too. And then you went to a show this week, right?
I did. Oh, yeah. I went to see Chelsea Cutler. My homie Sam Metz does merch for Chelsea. And she's like killing it. Chelsea's killing it too. It was a really good show. It was really fun. Went there with my buddy Jordan Lawrence. It's really interesting to like go to show. Like, I don't know. I don't go to that many shows anymore. Like,
do you not like going to shows, or you're just like?
No, I do. It's just like such a thing. You know?
I know it's a process. You have to Uber.
Also,
you got to be there at the right time. You got to stand for so long, and we're old.
That's what I was gonna say.
Really?
My back was killing me.
Yeah.
After like an hour.
Why is that? Like, is it just because we're like getting older? Because I feel like that never happened when we were younger. I would go to so many shows, and I could stand for 10 days straight if I wanted.
And actually, when I was younger, it happened a lot too. I think I just have bad back. I think my hips aren't aligned. I think I'm dying.
Yeah, maybe. BrewMate. Maybe you should go to a chiropractor, get your hips aligned.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Probably.
They like, actually, when I went to the chiropractor after I got a car accident. It was very minor. No one worry. Just got a little rear-ended. Wink, wink. I remember the first I got rear-ended, and then I got Call of Booty.
Throwback.
First of all, I had just filled up my tank of gas.
What's up, girl? Fill up that tank. Get rear-ended.
Okay. But yeah, it was very full.
Oh my God.
No, I got rear-ended. My car's totaled. My energy drink that I spent $3 on spilled everywhere. That was the worst thing that happened that day. I forgot where I was going with that.
What was it? Nas? Oh. What kind of energy
I think
drink?
it was Rockstar.
Hey,
which is kind of funny. Like, I'm a Rockstar. Oh, I just got my car totaled.
Do you remember like when energy drinks started like being a thing?
Yeah.
like I remember the beginning of it and being like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And like Red Bull and being like, huh? And I remember I used my energy drink of choice was Amp. Like Mountain Dew.
I never had it. I don't think I ever had Amp.
Oh, really?
Does it taste like Mountain Dew?
No. Tasted like sour.
Ugh.
And moldy. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I used to drink Rockstar too, though.
That's so weird because you don't drink anything like that now.
No.
It's a carbonation, right?
Monsters. That's what I drank.
Monster's good. Full Throttle? Did you ever have Full Throttle? That was my
Was that a flavor?
go-to. No, it was like a brand. It was so good. My best friend and I would like surprise each other at school with them. Like she'd be like, I got us Full Throttle.
You would drink
for
them before school?
And I would have
you
the
crash
best
hard?
Day.
I would have the best.
I would have the best day. Like it made me so happy. It was when I was like addicted to caffeine, and like the more I had, I was like, yeah, fuck, I love life.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, yeah.
You're so opposite now.
I don't ever get like a caffeine kick anymore. I feel like even if I drink a cold brew,
You exhausted it.
I did.
In high school.
I did.
Whoa, that's weird.
We would surprise each other. That was really cute.
That was very cute.
Yeah, but I went to a chiropractor because I got a car accident, and my hips were like a little bit like.
So I think I am.
Yeah, so it could be. I feel like it might be your spine like doing it. I don't really know.
Should I go to the chiropractor, Bruce?
Dr. Bruce, that's my chiropractor. Shout out. He's in Omaha. Go see him. He's great.
I remember you telling me.
I feel like. Do you think
I'm
chiropractors
gonna go to
are
Omaha
real?
just to get it.
My parents move, and then we go to Omaha. Do you think chiropractor stuff is real? There's such a debate about chiropractics.
I think it's for sure real, but there's also for sure like not good. Like I had the worst. Like part of like a lot of my stomach issues were because of a chiropractor.
Oh.
Because he was a chiropractor, but he was also a homeopathic doctor. So he was like, we need to get you off all your medicines.
Oh,
which
that's
is
right.
like, huh? And then I ended up getting so sick because he like convinced me that if I took all these, he would just give me like these random like pills. They weren't probiotics. I don't know what they were, but he was like, you can take 10 at a time if you want. They won't hurt you, but they'll help your stomach.
10?
And I would take like 10 at a time because my stomach would be killing me. And then, I had like a steak. And then it was like game over.
Oh,
because I didn't have any of the medicine that was like
Yeah.
helping me digest the shit. So then, I like threw up and my stomach completely like never came back the same after that.
No. So you think
After
the
that, I
chiropractor
couldn't.
like ruined it?
Yeah,
more?
it wasn't the back stuff. It was his
His
lack of knowledge.
Yeah, his
on
like prescription for you.
Medical. Yeah.
A lot of them don't believe in any medicine or like, I don't like. I feel like there's a ton of different types of chiropractors,
Yeah.
so I don't want to make everyone think that chiropractics is like that. But there's some that don't believe in like medicine. Really, it's all just healing, like the spine does
No.
everything, which is like maybe not. But there's also some that are like work with both, like
Yeah.
modern medicine and chiropractics.
Well, I totally agree. I think that like there's a lot that you can heal in an all natural way, especially if you start going that way. However, I had told him doctors had me on medicine at that point for 10 years or 8 years, whatever it was. It was like, you can't then come into the picture and say, now we're going to do everything all natural.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody's like on pills, you can't be like, hey, you're cutting cold turkey.
Yeah.
It's like, no matter what it is, no matter what medicine, you have to wean. So I went cold turkey.
That's
And it's
so
like-
bad. Were you ever like, what the hell, man? Like, did you ever say anything to him?
Yeah, I sent a really nasty email.
Oh, you did?
and
Oh my God, I didn't know this.
I never heard anything. Yeah.
What was it? Like, what did it say?
It was like, I'm going to like find where you live. Like your whole family's dead to
Okay.
me.
I was kind of going there, and I was like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, oh my god.
No, I think I sent like a whole thing just being like, you took me into meds and like made me so sick and like you have to be more careful with people that are on medicine.
That's
he
good.
never replied, but
I mean, yeah.
I think I sent it.
Did you say you sent it to the wrong person? Just caught so off guard.
Yeah, I wasn't specific at all. And they were just like, it was to an ex.
Yeah.
It's like, you took me off all that shit, you fucking bitch.
You called the chiropractor a bitch.
Speaking of which, really quick, can I just read this email?
Sure.
It says, oops. It says, whoops.
Okay.
That was good timing, huh?
I literally thought you were reading it.
It says, hi, Carl and Bruce, here's a funny story for you. Just because I cursed, it made me think of it. My name is Emma, and I'm a big fan of the podcast, but my life is pretty busy. I'm a grad student. I currently work as a nanny for a family with 2 young children. So I usually listen to the podcast on my way to work or running errands with the kids. Today, after picking up my little one from preschool, we got in the car to head home, and my Bluetooth synced up to my phone automatically. The podcast began playing just as Bruce said, "That fucking sucks." I quickly fumbled to turn down the volume, but the damage had already been done. My 5-year-old looked at me with a shocked face for about 3 seconds and then burst into laughter. It was a funny moment, and I, of course, reminded him that he should never say those words to anyone. Thankfully, little kids have a terrible memory, and he forgot about it a few minutes later. So I guess you could say you have listeners as young as 5 years old. Congrats from a proud Koi Pond member, Emma.
Oh.
P.S.
Way to go, Bruce.
Sorry.
Way to go.
She's really nice at the end.
Yeah.
P.S. Congrats to Bruce on the success of Beautiful Lies.
Aww.
It's a great song, and I'm so happy to see Jenna put such raw feelings into her music.
Well, speaking of Beautiful Lies.
Yeah, that was a good transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Carly wrote a song.
Yeah.
And it's called Beautiful Lies. You can request it right now. Did this. I feel like I'm talking too much.
Not at all.
What'd you do this week?
We're on your topic. I'll talk about it after.
Hot topic?
Yeah. Shout out hot topic.
Yeah, so I talked about it on the podcast forever ago. Like almost a year ago?
If you guys don't remember, Jana Kramer is the one that showed up at his apartment because
we're gonna air out the dirty laundry.
I think we talked about it already.
Yeah.
I feel like, but I don't know if we said her name.
So Jana Kramer came. Oh, we really need to have her on the podcast.
Yeah, we
This
should.
would be really funny to hear from her perspective.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should, definitely.
I always do sessions like noon or 1. Every once in a while at 11 a.m. Never 10:30 or 10.
We're just not like early risers.
But I booked a session with Jana, who at the time only had one child, and this guy Josh, who had a kid. So they were like, we need to get there early so we can get out at a decent time so I can be with my kid. So I confirmed but didn't put it in my calendar. And my roommate at the time wakes Carly and I up. It's like, hey, your session's like in the living room. So I had Jana Kramer waiting in the living room. And so I like, Carly fumbles around. It's like.
I felt like his studio was in his bedroom, too.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, at the time. So, like, he worked in his bedroom. So it was his bed and then a desk with, like, all the, like, a couch, a little futon and everything.
Yeah.
And I literally felt like his wife just came home. And I had to, like, run to the bathroom and, like, figure it out, like, what to do. Because it was so
Roll out.
Yeah. I take a parachute. I just jump off the balcony. Bye.
But she came in that day. It's funny because we ended up writing a song that day that we're doing something this week with. But then
Hint.
After that, she was like, let's do another session. So she came in the second time. And the second time she opened up a lot. And at the time, like, I knew she was, like, I found out then she was pregnant with her second kid.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't public knowledge yet. So she's like, don't say anything, but yeah, like, pregnant. I was like, oh my God, like, this is so cool. And I had this pillar randomly in my room, and she was sitting there, and she's like, this is so random. Why is there, like, a pillar in your room? And I had this, like, my wall was, like, all windows, so you could, like, see outside. And obviously, and
so you could see the sky,
so you could see water and battleships. Well, I guess you could
spaceships.
You could see fish.
You see Tokyo.
It was a special portal. But
it's midnight.
Yeah,
it's recording at midnight.
After midnight. So, so I was like, I know it's random pillar, and I know you want to look at Tokyo, but I was like, if you kick your feet up, it's really inspiring if you just like kick your feet up and just look outside. So she puts her feet up. So she puts her feet up, and she was like, I had this idea. She was like, I have this title, Beautiful Lies, and I was like, oh, I love that, and so we just started talking about all this stuff, and she started to really open up about her and her husband and all these issues they went through with like infidelity and how they were like, you know, going through counseling. And I was like, can we write about this? Like, I know it's a sensitive subject. She's like, yeah, I really want to. I haven't written about it yet, but like we've been, you know, seeing a therapist and all this stuff, and he's gotten a lot of help, and it's, you know, public knowledge. They talk about it on their podcast and stuff. And we wrote this beautiful song called Beautiful Lies, which is just like all the idea of just like, when you find out somebody's been cheating and you're just like not ready for it yet.
It's so sad.
You're like, I'd rather you just lie to me right now. Like, tell me beautiful lies. Cause like, I don't want to know. And it's like,
it's such a good, sorry.
No, I was just saying oof.
Oh.
It's just like,
Don't say it again?
It hits in the heart.
It's such a good take because I feel like I've never heard a song like that. Like most like cheating songs are either like just sad or angry, but I've never heard one that's like that. Yeah, literally. Okay, we're gonna get demonetized on YouTube. Don't sing anymore. Oh, yeah, don't even say the words. Tell me I'm making this. Stop.
I'm like, well, I'm monetizing it, baby. Getting the kick back to me.
You get the money from our YouTube video?
Yeah. That's all.
Is that how it works?
Well, I would get the trickle down, you know what I'm saying?
I guess, shit. Well, that must be tough, writing about breakups. But you know what's not tough?
You know what's not tough is making a beautiful designed website. With Wix, create a professional website by yourself. Over 140 million people use Wix for their website. You can start and publish for free. Choose from over 500 stunning templates or start from scratch. Change, customize, and add anything you want. Add your own text, images, videos, and more. Set up a single design style, create hundreds of pages, and update content in a click. Easily create application forms, quizzes, review sections, and more. I cannot stress this enough. If you go to coupleofissues.com, that is where our website lives, that I created through Wix, and it was so simple, and I love it. I think it looks pretty neat, and we have like certain fonts we use, so they were just like, yeah, cool, you can use that font. And I was like, hey, I want to have like a feed where we have like our YouTube videos, and they're like, yeah, you can do that. Just do it like with one click. I was like, sick. And then the Twitter feed and all that. So, you know what? It's a beautiful thing, and I highly recommend even if you're just like looking to do a resume, or if you're a business yourself, if you just want to, it's just so much easier to send people to one place. Our social media is on there, our email's on there, our merch, our, koi YouTube pond link of the week.
Whoa, we don't have that.
What? That might be coming though. But get all in one business solutions to grow your online presence. Millions of businesses use Wix to create websites so you can instantly connect your customers. It's that easy, y'all. Get started now by going to Wix.com. That's Wix.com/podcast. Wix.com/podcast to get 10% off. Thank you so much, Wix.
Thank you, Wix.
Thank you, Wix.
Speaking of merch, we have been getting pictures tagged and like sent to us of people wearing our Calvin and Harris shirts.
Oh, I know. It's so cool.
Which is so cute. So keep sending them.
Send them in. Yeah, we really should do like a Koi Pond member of the week. We should start doing that.
Like for when we record.
Yeah. And then we'll shout them out on the podcast.
Yeah.
Send us pictures.
Bank info.
Tweet it. Tweet us pictures. Instagram us. Tag us with pictures of your shirt and stuff. And
it's so cool seeing people wear them.
Yeah, we'll pick our favorite little Koi Pond, Calvin and Harris person of the week. But yeah, if you go to coupleofissues.com, the merch link is on there.
Yeah. It's so cute to see. But yeah, I did Zane, for one of his videos, he did a mime. Like he had someone come in and teach us how to be mimes. And this is for a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And he had a guy come in and do our makeup. And the makeup looked good. Like it was good makeup. But in the pictures, he had a photographer come and take pictures. And I guess it just didn't translate super well in a picture form. So we were all just dying laughing because we thought we looked so good. I mean, we did look so good.
You did, yeah.
But I think with like the flash or like the pic, I don't know, we were just dying laughing because it just didn't turn out exactly how Zane wanted.
I still think it looked really good.
I know, I think so too. And it was really fun learning, but it was also so hard. It was so hard because
to mime.
Yeah, because like you think it's just like those listening. I am just putting my hands in front of me and moving them down as if I am in a box. But there's like so much more than that. You have to like say I wanted to mime to you that like I'm throwing a ball to you. Mm-hmm. Like instead of me just like acting like I'm just throwing a ball to you, you have to like act like it's really there and like follow the ball with your eyes so the person catching it knows where it's going. And can like follow it, and I don't know. It's just weird.
Smart.
And you like over exaggerate because like if you're sad, you can be really sad. Yeah, because that's what it is. And the guy that taught us is like so good at it. Mr. Nick. He's in a lot of David's videos and Jason's and stuff, and he's so passionate about it.
Yeah.
He's so passionate. Where like he went from a mime to a clown, and like with that for him means like he can talk and like like give us directions and stuff. And he was like even me transitioning from not talking to talking, like, was almost sad for me. He's like, it's like the magic is gone now. Like, he's just so passionate about it. He never,
wow.
Yeah, and he said, when he goes to like birthday parties and stuff, he never wants the kids to see money getting a transaction being made between him and the parents. So if they have to ask him a question or like pay him, they'll go into another room. So they don't even hear him talk or anything.
Wow.
He doesn't want the experience ruined, which is really interesting because you don't really think about it.
That's really cool.
And even for me, like hearing him talk the first time, you can see in the video, if you watch it, the moment he starts talking, we all lose our minds because we've never heard him talk. We've been around him so many times. We're just like, just say something.
I rewound that part because I was like, who talked over him at that? And I was like, oh no, that was him. I didn't realize because I was like, I don't know his voice. So.
Yeah, it's so weird, right? I feel like it doesn't look like how I would think he would sound, if that makes sense.
He doesn't look like how.
It didn't sound as
like it doesn't match his person
to me.
Yeah, you expected like, oh boy.
yeah, kind of. Yeah. And I think he's like older than you think, so his voice is different. If that makes sense. I don't know. It was fun though.
That's really cool. I wonder, was he explaining like the origin of mime? Like, what was the reasoning for miming?
Oh no, he didn't. I don't know. Could have looked that up, I guess, but.
He didn't bring that up, huh?
No, he didn't.
Not a good teacher, huh? No,
you can't diss Mr. Nick.
But
we went.
Oh my God! Yeah, we went hiking.
Yeah.
We thought at the same time.
Yeah.
We went hiking.
First hike Bruce has ever done.
In LA.
Yeah.
How
was it?
It was good. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the lead for some reason.
Yeah,
neither one of us knew where we were.
No, and you're way better at cardio, probably. Like, I lose my breath so fast and I take my time. Like, I know if I start going quickly, I'm going to die. So Bruce is walking ahead a little bit. Room, she's like,
loses her breath.
Even though I'm not the one walking.
Yeah. Cardio, she means I make her heart race.
I make my heart go.
Boom. But yeah, so we went through like this. I decided to go through a trail. I don't know. My little kid instincts were like, don't take the road, take the trail.
There was like a mini trail.
Yeah.
That you literally walk between fields of flowers.
It was beautiful.
It was really cool.
The whole time, it was what?
No, go ahead. I don't know. I would say it was pretty, but not a big deal.
Pretty what?
Pretty boring.
Pretty boring why?
Pretty boring because seen flowers before. But no, it was great. It was great.
Why have you seen
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
Shut up.
And as we're walking through all that, like the field and everything, I'm like, man, I don't really know like what animals exist out here. So like, I feel like snakes are in deserts and we're in a desert technically. So, but then we saw like a bunch of lizards. So I was like, oh, that's weird.
So many.
So then we get off the trail and we're back onto the paved road and we're like making the loop around. And this lady who might have been Caitlyn Jenner, we realized, goes, there's a rattlesnake down there. And Carly goes, wait, what?
I go, oh my God, what?
Yeah. And she goes, yeah, it's a rattlesnake. Like, you're fine. Just like, be careful. And Carly's like, she didn't know how to react.
I'm literally I don't know how to comprehend this situation.
So we walked down this road and the whole time we're just scared looking for a rattlesnake to come out. And I was joking that it would just be like waiting in the trees with a rope, like a vine, and just like
I think we're like picturing it on the trail, like rattling and like pissed, but it was probably just like slithering a little bit, not even, because I think they only rattle when they're mad. I think that they rattle when they're like trying to defend or be defensive or something.
A snake comes on the podcast. Actually, that's a myth.
Yeah.
We rattle when we're excited too. If you guys would just ask.
But you never do. You just run.
We're trying to play and you guys are just running. Yeah, so that was our little fun thing. We almost got attacked by... the fucked up thing was like... I was thinking, man, that would really suck to get bit by a rattlesnake. But I was like, that'd be really funny to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, that was my first thought.
Yeah. The first time you went hiking in LA, you get bit by a rattlesnake. Are they poisonous?
Sure.
I think they are. I think rattlesnakes are bad. That's why everyone's so scared of them. Comment below if rattlesnakes are venomous.
Do you think rattlesnakes are venomous?
Can you pick the rattlesnake out of the screen?
Out of the screen? What? There was something else I wanted to say.
About hiking?
No. Something I was like, I want to remember on the. This is just like a random thing. You sent me the message about this. Sorry to take it back. I wanted to say it, but "Beautiful Lies," the Janet Kramer song.
Yeah.
You can request it on the Highway FM, country radio. Anyways, let's move on.
Hell yeah, my babe song's on the radio.
Yeah, you know.
It's the first song you've ever got cut by like an artist that wasn't a YouTuber. Is that true?
No, I mean I've had other cuts.
Oh, you have? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. But this is like, it was.
She was like the first like one that was like, was the first country one. It's also the first.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was thinking.
Pretty much, she like was on a major label. Like
yeah,
like
and it went number
big deal.
3 in really country. Crazy.
On yeah.
And it was like up to number 8 overall charts.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Nuts.
Good job, babe.
Thank you.
How's it feel?
Feels good. You know, I do feel very, very much like I feel responsible.
Responsible?
Yeah, like I don't know. Sometimes it's just like when I can, seize that moment and just be like, okay, what can I do here that's smart? And it felt
we
like
only make smart moves around here.
That's true. And we make smart moves in the koi pond. And you know what's smart?
What's smart, Bruce?
Using Robinhood. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free. While other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, Robinhood doesn't charge any commission fees, so you can trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Plus, there is no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level. The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing easy for newcomers and experts alike. View easy-to-understand charts and market data, and place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. You can also view stock collections such as 100 most popular. With Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio. Discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. Robinhood is giving listeners of Couple of Issues a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at issues.robinhood.com. That's issues.robinhood.com. Once again, issues.robinhood.com. Now we're back.
It's hard not to laugh. So we're probably going to be laughing a lot. It literally seems like we just left and got high. We didn't.
I know.
We didn't, I swear. It's one of those things where like when you're in class and you're not supposed to laugh and it's so hard not to laugh.
Yeah.
Or like I did that at like a wedding once. Me and my best friend were like we could not stop laughing. Okay, but what we're trying to say is we had you guys email us in deal breakers you guys have had with like long relationships or friendships or podcasts, if you don't want to be with us anymore.
Yeah.
If this is a deal breaker for you, I understand. But we had some starred. Oh, I had one. I had one from my own, like from the past. And excuse me,
from the past, from. Like behind us?
From yesterday? No, but I had a thing with this guy and what?
We also never address, we come back cracking up laughing and people are like, what were they laughing about? It was just like, I screwed up a word when I was reading something and I said socks and I was like.
We couldn't stop laughing about it. It was so stupid.
I misread something. And literally, we had to just take a break from
it. We literally stopped for 10 minutes dying laughing the whole time. My abs hurt.
So I keep, I'm feeling that energy, so I keep cracking up. So I don't want it to be like.
Yeah. But, so I had this, me and this guy really liked each other, and we were hanging out all the time and stuff. Bruce is getting very angry.
I immediately stopped laughing.
For the rest of the podcast, he was so pissed.
What guy?
And it was one of those things where, when it's just you, I don't know. Have you ever had this where, if it's just you and the other person, it's great, but when you're around other people, it's, the worst?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Okay, so it would only be me and him usually because, he wasn't, incorporated in my friend group yet.
Mm.
And it kind of just, it was almost like he was one of my really good friends, too. So, we would just hang out and it would be, fun.
Okay. Is this, when we first started hanging out?
No, it's not you. I'm, bringing it up now. So here's my deal breaker. And one time I was it was great, fun, laughed, whatever. I invited him to go out to dinner with my friends. We were getting dinner and then we were all going to a movie or something. And everyone was ordering. And he wouldn't talk to anybody. And it was so weird because I didn't know him that way. He wouldn't talk to any of my friends. And if they would talk to him, he would just be like kind of quiet. He wasn't like rude. He was just like very shut off.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I don't know if I've told this on the pod or I told you, I think.
Yeah, this sounds familiar.
And the waitress comes around and he goes, "Can I get a free Diet Coke?" And I was like, Free. Like he asked for a free Diet or free Coke or something. And I was like, this is
and
so...
around your friends for the first time.
Yeah. And the whole time, he just, like, wasn't talking to them. He was so quiet. It seemed like he was pissed at them or something. So I remember I like, always drove us around. And so I don't remember exactly what happened, but I was so mad. I, like, dropped him off, and that was the last time we hung out. And we were, like, hanging out all the time. So it was, like, a very, like...
But yeah, what did your friend say?
I don't remember. Like, I don't remember the situation.
So weird.
I think they were probably thinking he was, like, weird. I'm sure. I should ask them, because... I really have no idea.
You don't want to be associated with somebody that wants a free Coke.
Well, it's just like rude.
Yeah.
To say that to a waitress. So I was like, okay,
Can I get a free Diet Coke? It's not like, it'd be like one thing if it was like, hey, I'm like DDing, so can I get a Coke?
Yeah.
Then it's like, it's out there and the person's like, oh, you're DDing, like, we'll just give you a free soda.
Yeah. No, he straight up asked. It was so weird. And I feel like it was a couple things like that around other people. And I'm just like, this is... So I literally just cut it off. Like, I was like, okay, that's it then. And then I think he asked me one time, like, why? And I, like, why don't you talk to me or why don't we hang out? And I told him, and I was just like, I just don't like you or my friends. And then we just stopped hanging out. Mm-hmm. Weird, right? I was just like,
truth.
Bye, bitch.
Good luck getting a free Coke with some other bitch.
Yeah, good luck.
Not me. That's really interesting. Yeah, I think for me, the deal breakers usually came around friends. Like, yeah. Bringing them around friends and like how they would act would always be... It's always funny, like sometimes like you're kind of blinded, like when you're first dating somebody or seeing somebody, and then you bring them around friends and your friends are like, what are you doing?
I know.
Like, that's not a good look. Like, do you not see XYZ? And you're like, not till now. I'll keep an eye on it.
What happened?
There are some that like, my friends were like, you need to break up with that person. Like, they're terrible.
But what? Like, what they do?
Well, it depends on, like, there's been more than once. One, it was just like, hey, man, like, it was just everybody except me, like, caught this horrible vibe from somebody. And I was like, I don't see it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it was like...
And then did you cut it off? Or did you, like, wait to see if you saw it?
I didn't, and then I eventually saw it, and it was like, oh, shit.
Like, it's you.
Yeah.
I'm saying it now.
Yeah. I see it, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. And it sucks, too, because, like, it's like two personalities, almost. I mean, for my situation, it was, at least.
Yeah.
But I guess for yours, it's more of, like,
for
you
yours,
just weren't
definitely. For me, yeah, it was just, like, blinded by so much that it just like wasn't paying attention. So like the moment I paid attention to it, because I was just like fighting everybody on it. It's like, no, you're wrong. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't want them to be right. So then eventually you come around, you're like, okay.
Yeah. I think if like I was like you are so good with my friends, like hanging out, like you could literally hang out with them without me. That's like so necessary for me. Like if
that's very true. I mean the same thing with you and my friends. Like you have.
Yeah. So if I was dating someone who couldn't hang out with my friends, it would feel too separate. It'd feel too separated. I don't like that.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
I feel like I would have to choose or something.
I'd be interested to know like couples that have that, but it works for their couple. You know what I mean?
Like have separate.
Like what the reason would be.
Yeah. I just can't imagine that working.
Because like I know I do have friends that are dating people who like their friends are not the best people and like their significant other knows that, and like I understand if you don't want to like be around my friends, where it's like the opposite of it. Not like you're not good around my friends. Like look, I know my friends are a lot to handle, so like I understand if like you don't want to come out with us here because like they can be nasty, but like they are my friends. It's like a weird thing where it's like understood.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if it works for both, then I guess.
So
losers. I'm kidding. Freaking losers.
But let's get in some emails. I want to know what's deal breaking in the koi pond. And if you have any other just like regular old issues, state of the art issues.
State of the art.
Maybe some OG classics.
Send them over.
Send them over to coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com. And make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram because we sometimes post stuff on there. Like, we need you guys to send in, like, the weirdest thing you ever did with a rake. Sorry.
I kind of want to know.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Maybe next. Yeah.
All right. So this one's from, I don't want to say her name, but it's a girl, so I'll say that. So I had this friend in high school who my friend group had been pretty close with since my sophomore year. Her name was, I'm not going to say her name. Her name was Jay. I'll say Jay. And she had pulled some fucked up shit my sophomore year, like lying about cancer, saying she had leukemia, was missing school for bone marrow transplants, and yet was magically cured within 4 months, and leaving for softball summer intensive after the whole thing was over. What's softball summer intensive? Like a camp, probably?
Yeah.
Okay. Which, in fact, she never went to and also made up. Oh, my God. Okay. The more exciting stuff I want to tell you about happened my senior year. So time goes on and we have classes with this girl and she's fucking hilarious and a good friend and she's not being a lying basket case and we kind of sort of became friends again with her and it's nice having things back to normal. We were young and stupid and had poor judgment, I know. Outside of our little circle, I had a few other friends that my best friend wasn't too thrilled about. This girl, there's so many names. Should I say these names? Mm-hmm. Okay. My best friend, H, wasn't too thrilled about. This girl, D, and I had become pretty close, and D and J had become pretty close, too. Okay, so J's the one that's been lying, right? I'm trying to figure this out.
I'm so lost.
Okay, hold on, let me see.
I thought there was an end to that story where she was like, and we're best friends again.
No,
it's funny to laugh.
They are, but more things happen.
It's funny to laugh. Okay, yeah. What a statement.
It's funny to laugh.
They are.
So now, okay, here's what happened. This girl...
Her friend made up this story about having cancer.
Yes, and she's Jay. Her name is Jay in this story. So Jay's the one that made up this whole story. Then they forgave her, I guess. Time went on, they forgave her. They had poor judgment. I think it was a couple years later or something.
2 years later, now they're best friends again.
Yes.
Okay.
So outside our little circle, I had a few other friends.
Sorry, I have so many questions. Like what? Like, how did they find out all that?
I know.
And, like, how did she react?
I don't know. I really want to know this,
How do you get caught? Like, and that's, like, calling somebody out for that is, like, hey, we think you're lying, but, like,
yeah,
if you aren't, we're the biggest pieces of shit in the world. Yeah. So, like, are you?
Yeah.
What? I want to, sorry.
I know. I want to know this back. Can you reply to this email again and, like, tell us how all this was found out?
How that shit go down.
Okay, so outside of our little circle, I had a few other friends that my best friend H wasn't too thrilled about. This girl D and I had become pretty close, and D and J had become pretty close too. So D, this girl D, okay, D and the girl writing this got really close, and D and J, the one who was lying, became close too. So it's like the three of them, basically, I think got kind of close. D and a few others and I head to a concert in Columbus. We are from Pittsburgh. And midway through the concert, D gets a call from J, screaming and crying on the other line. So J, the one who's been lying, calls screaming and crying. Let's make that clear. She runs out and starts panicking and begs us to leave. I was in the front row and not going anywhere, LMAO.
I wonder what concert was in Columbus.
Yeah,
that's where Tori Pass are from.
We get back to the hotel and D is on FaceTime with J, who is saying she's going to kill herself. We're all freaking out, obviously. So my one friend calls his mom, who calls the police to go over to her house. We call our friend back home and tell him to go to Jay's house and make sure everything's okay. Mind you, we are in Columbus and she's in Pittsburgh, so we're all frantically trying to figure this all out. Jay is on FaceTime screaming at us and Jay's on FaceTime screaming at us for calling the police in tears now. You then see her unscrew a bottle of pills and pour them into her mouth before she hangs up. We frantically try calling her back, but they're always ignored. I'm on the phone with our friend back home who went to visit her, and everything is fine. So her friend back home went to go visit Jay to make sure she's okay, and everything's fine. Everything's normal. We're freaking out because no one is taking this seriously, but D gets a call from Jay on FaceTime. She showed her the pills and told us that it was fake and hangs up. Then my friend in the hotel gets a call from his mom who spoke to the police. This bitch told the police who came to her house that we were smoking heroin in a hotel in Columbus and bullying her by calling the cops on her. Well, who the fuck has a goddamn time and mental capacity for this shit?
Whoa, that took a crazy turn.
Yeah. Needless to say, I was pissed and never spoke to her again. Time goes on, we find out D is a basket case too, and yet the two start dating, and we never speak to either of them or hear from them again. Lying is the biggest deal breaker to me, and I don't know how or I or anyone else for a second put up with it. Wow. That's a lot. Have you ever known anyone like that?
That just lied about everything?
Mm-hmm. Like to that extent even?
Yeah. I can't. There's like one person in particular that like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't even want to talk about it. It's like too much.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah, but.
Oh, sorry. You know the girl, I was talking last week about this girl that I like cut ties with because I saw her like photo bucket or whatever.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I totally forgot this happened. I think this was after we cut ties with her. She told us she was going to kill herself too because she was just like that, like whatever. So, I mean, me and my friend were like smart about it. I think we just told her mom. I think she wanted us to come over and like she wanted that attention.
Dude, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Wow. I can't, like she said, she told the cops you guys were smoking heroin.
In a hotel in Columbus.
What?
It's just like a group of people just being super like on drugs. They're in a hotel and they're like, we're in Columbus. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Heroin.
No, I'm saying they're already on drugs and they're going,
right.
We should prank call a girl in Pittsburgh and have the cops show up.
Yeah, no.
Jeez, man, that's fucking crazy.
I mean, I get it. That would be a deal breaker for me too, for sure. I guess.
I love that she said lying is the deal breaker. How about this girl?
That's like way more than lying, yeah.
I marked something on here. Yeah. Walk away.
Walk away, yeah. I don't know. It was like when you're at school and something happens, you just walk away. Yeah. Oh, should we say the video podcast is going to be out a day late too?
No.
No?
No, oh yeah. We're going to start posting Tuesdays and Thursdays instead of Mondays and Wednesdays.
Oh, right. Okay, so the audio will come out on Tuesdays. Video will come out on Thursdays. Exactly what you just said. This is a deal breaker. And people are like, this is a deal breaker for me. I'm done.
The days of the week.
Yeah.
I don't know if I mark these.
Walk away. Yay. Oh, sorry.
Hi, don't say it. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, my name is. Oh my god. Hi, my name is Nicholas, and this is ridiculous. Got my gummy bunny and it's bitch. Oh my god, it's a bitch. And I'm from somewhere that I won't say just in case.
Got it.
I have a wild cheating story for you, so here we go. It's my senior year of high school, and I have an awesome group of friends, me, 2 other girls, and 2 guys. We are all best friends. We spend pretty much every day together. We have been friends for a while, but we got really close, almost inseparable junior and senior year. Senior prom rolls around, and one of the guys in my group, we will call him B, asked me to prom. I say yes, and we have a great time. End of the night, we end up kissing. Oh, snap.
Ooh, romantic.
We text even more than normal, and we've always... Okay, let's take this again. I can't read today. I'm so sorry, y'all. We text even... Oh, my God, dude. Just do it, Bruce. We text even more than normal, and we're always all together anyways. Okay, wait. Does that sentence make sense?
Wait, can I see it?
We text even more than normal. And we're always all together anyways. Is she fucking with me?
Wait, where is the sentence?
We text even more than normal. And we're always all together anyways.
And we're always all together anyways. Yeah, that makes sense.
We text even more than normal and we're all together. Oh, is she saying because they started dating, they're texting even more than normal now?
Yeah. I think so.
Sorry, y'all, I got there. I say yes, of course, and boom, we are a couple. About 9 to 10 months into it, I start to get a little suspect about him and another girl in my friend group.
Uh-oh.
We will call her Jay. Okay, are these stories coming together? What the fuck? So we're at this show in Columbus. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
you
literally was like, you're lying.
At first, I try to brush it off, but they seem to be getting a little too cozy at times when we're out late drinking or at a party. It's also important to note I am the only one that had a car, so I drive everyone around. or someone else drives my car. Come to find out, my suspicions were correct. I would drive everyone home, drop B off last. Sometimes I would go into his house. That's her boyfriend.
Oh.
Sometimes I would just give a quick kiss and goodbye. And whenever I left, Jay, who was supposed to be my best friend, would come over and they would sleep together. And this had been happening for 4 months, almost every night.
Wow.
Guess how she found out?
How?
I finally found out because apparently Jay's conscience caught up to her and she sent me a really long text apologizing and describing in probably too much detail everything they had done behind my back. I was crushed.
Oh my God.
And worst of all?
What's worse?
Worst of all. After I obviously broke up with B and Jay became official. And I was basically kicked out of my friend group.
Shit.
I stopped getting text calls. I would see pics of them out, and I was at home. It was awful. At that time, I thought my life was over. Now, however, she's 26 and has an amazing boyfriend who treats her like a queen. And she has a 5-year-old boy who is my world.
Oh, this girl?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm speaking
Changed
for
perspective.
her. Yeah,
So I was
sorry,
like, wait,
I changed perspective on
I
you.
thought you meant the girl's friend is now in a great relationship with her
No,
ex. So I was like,
she's saying, now I'm 26 and I have an amazing
Oh.
boyfriend who treats me like a queen and a 5-year-old boy who is my world.
Oh, good.
But I said, now she's 26, has an amazing boyfriend, treats her like a queen, and I have a 5-year-old boy. Love you both, and you guys get me through work shifts all the time with this podcast. Koi Pond for life. # Calvin and Harris.
Oh man, cheating is so crazy. Like when it's like that, you know what I mean? Like cheating's bad in any circumstance, and like
Yeah.
if it's like a mistake, like a drunken mistake, it's still
Yeah.
not acceptable. But it's like so much worse when it's like
For 4 months,
something going on
it
for a
just
while.
kept being an accident.
Yeah, and then-
no, dude, that's like thought out.
Yeah, and you like probably think about it after you break up for so long.
Dude, 4 months of that shit. Are you
Like,
kidding
okay, so
me?
every time we did this, it wasn't real. Every time we did this, he didn't even mean it. Like, oh my God, that would drive me insane.
Dang.
It's fucked. It's fucked up. Want to read one more? Should we read one more?
Let's do one more. I cannot imagine that.
I know, we always talk about
4
that.
months?
Bruce and I were like, what if we just like found out one of us was like seeing someone else on the side? Like, that would be
That's what-
literally impossible. But
That's what I always said. If it came out that you had slept with somebody else or, you know, you had been seeing somebody for a while, like I would never date anybody ever again.
I know. Because like,
I would be like, you were so good at convincing me. Otherwise.
yeah, like your trust would be, or my trust too, would be completely gone for anybody alive, even my parents. Don't trust anybody. Crazy. Sorry to anyone if anyone's going through that. That's terrible.
It gets better.
It gets better. Okay.
We just like are like, I would never date again. People are like, I'm
gets
going
better.
through it right now.
You'll be fine.
You need to find the person that's like this that you
Makes
can never, yeah.
Yeah. Unless, no, okay.
Like,
All right. My name is JC. You can say my name. Thank God. Are you burying me?
I was digging myself out of a hole.
Oh, bury
'Cause
a friend.
After we settled that, I was like, oh man, people go through like cheating and we're like, like being like, ugh.
Oh, yeah. Well, oops. You can say it. I was dating a boy in high school for a couple of months. His name is Andrew. We met through a mutual friend. A little bit into dating, we got into the subject of exes. And he told me he used to date Jose I'm going to butcher this.
Consuelo?
Canseco's daughter. Jose Canseco is a retired ML... Canseco?
Jose Canseco.
Canseco?
Yeah. Canseco.
Okay. You know who it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Is a retired MLB player. His daughter is Josie Canseco.
Canseco.
What is it?
Canseco.
Canseco.
Jose Canseco.
Who's also now a Victoria's Secret model. Andrew used to live in LA, so he says. So this was before Josie was a big model, so I didn't think much of it. I started to get really suspicious about it because other little things that he had once told me ended up being lies. So I needed to get to the bottom of this and find out if it was true. I actually DM'd Josie on Facebook asking if she knew Andrew, and she surprisingly responded and told me she had no idea who he was. I confronted him about it and ended it right then and there. He ended up being a complete creep, so thankfully I dodged a huge bullet. After dumping him, I put all my social media on private. He also started to try following all of my friends on social media to keep tabs on me. I had to tell my friends to block him as well. And if my friends blocked him, Andrew would go as far as to have my friends try and follow me. His friends try and follow me and my friends on social media. It was really creepy. Dude. He would also leave me voicemails crying about how much he missed and loved me. It was very odd. To top it all off, he would leave presents outside the gate to my house almost weekly, and I never told him where I lived.
What? That's wild.
Also, you rich? You got a gate to your house.
Yeah, seriously.
Hello?
Yeah, Jose Canseco stuff is pretty believable. Y'all living in the hills?
Yeah, literally a catfish episode.
That's crazy that the girl DM back.
I know. It reminds me of his friends following her. Like when your ex blocks you on everything, so you message him on eBay or whatever. And
there was one that we saw. It was like, yeah, they message you on your Comcast your cable messaging box.
Yeah. I miss you.
I miss you. Return my calls. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, man.
But,
well, guys, hopefully this episode was not a deal breaker for you.
let us know what you think of this new setup, too.
Yeah.
If you're listening, check us out on YouTube because we got a little new setup going on here. And we're thinking it's nice to have a place to put our hands.
Our hands and arms.
And we're thinking it'd be easier to have guests in this. That's been our problem. We've been trying to figure out multi-cameras and how to get guests in here.
Yeah. If y'all got any ideas, let us know.
If y'all want to work for us and film and edit and
write it and read our ads
and be us and
come up with ideas.
Wear our skin. But yeah, make sure to follow us at a couple of issues on all social media. Mm-hmm. Follow my girl here at Carly and Contro.
And follow my boy at Bruce Wigner, WIEGNER.
And make sure, don't order a free soda on Carl because she will stab you in the gut. We'll see you guys next week.